Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those reality shows is Dancing for Relevancy, also known as Dancing with the Stars. Okay, so as you all know, this is one of my absolute favorite shows. I've been waiting. It seems like forever for this new season to start, but it's no different than it has been for the past 10 years. So I don't know why. I don't know why I feel like it's taking forever. But anyways, maybe it's just because I missed it. So it's back now, and there were 13 couples. And there were some slight changes to the program. The first change is that the judges, because they have so many people, at least in these first few episodes, they have only one judge speak after every person. And what's funny is that on the last season, they had only two judges speak. So now they only have one. So pretty soon they'll just be cutting the judges' commentary. But what I didn't understand was that when it came time to put up their paddles, the two that didn't speak would then give their critiques then. And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, but when they put up their paddles before, after they gave their critiques, they would just pull up their paddle. They wouldn't have to give a full-on explanation like they do now. So, I mean, I don't think they've saved any time, to be honest with you. I think they might, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think maybe, if they're going to cut time, they need to do something else. Do something else, because I don't think that's working out very well. But plus, the judges actually give really good commentary. The judges, because they have the old school, or as Tom Bergeron called it, what was it like? Original recipe or special sauce. I don't know, some stupid food analogy, but they have the original three judges. They've got Carrie Ann, Bruno, and Len, and that's it. First of all, I'm glad Len is there the whole time, because I hate it when he's gone. Because I will say, he is kind of a bitch, and he is still a bitch. there were moments in the show that I was like, God, Len, you are just letting people have it. Okay, all right. It's show one. Okay, wow, all right. So before we go into who I think the top three are after week one, instead I'm going to talk a little bit about the couple that slightly disappointed me. We'll start with number one, the one I thought would be easily the favorite, and that would be Team Sunburst, aka Team Debbie Gibson with Alan Burstyn. First of all, I love Alan Burstyn. I've talked about Alan Burstyn many times. I've made him a Man Crush Monday. Many times I've talked about Alan Burstyn. I love me some Alan Burstyn. And they did their dance, and she wasn't awful. She wasn't. I just don't know. It didn't reach out and grab me. Her performance didn't reach out and grab me. And in fact, I was a little bit disappointed. Now, part of the reason is that Alan has been a troupe member forever. And this is his first season as a pro. So you think he's going to bring it. Because anytime anyone needs someone to step in, they've always asked Alan. And he's always done it and done a great job. So now that he's got free creative reign with this person, I was kind of expecting a little more. I didn't really get it. Okay. And then there's another one that was the crowd, well, not the crowd favorite. She was a crowd favorite before the show. She was definitely one of the ones that was picked that might take it all the way. And she still might, but it was Lindsey Sterling and Mark Ballas. And I love Mark Ballas. And in fact, I totally remembered how much I really enjoy Mark Ballas's butt. He has got the best butt on that show. Better than anybody else. Better than Derek. Better than Max. And I know Max is real proud of his derriere, but I'm sorry. Mark's is the best. His butt is phenomenal. Sorry, I'm getting hot. Okay, so she did a slightly different dance, and it was good that she showcased her versatility. But I don't know. It didn't reach out and grab me either. It really didn't. Now, let's see. Who else? There was one other one that I was like, oh, that wasn't that great. Oh, okay. So Val is with Victoria. I I don't. I think I don't remember her name. She was in the Paralympics. She's got a great story. She was in the Paralympics. She taught herself to walk again. Been there, girl. And now she's on the show. So I definitely look up to her because that's definitely, I would love for that as well. But at the same time, just her dancing was not that great. But I mean, granted, she just learned how to walk like, I don't know, maybe not that long ago. So I'm willing to give her a little slack, but I'm just saying the performance wasn't, it's not that it was awful, it just wasn't amazing. One who did better than I thought they would do, still didn't reach out and grab me, but one who I really thought did pretty good considering was the Property Brother, Drew Scott, who was dancing with Emma Slater. He did okay. Now, granted, he does need to point his feet a little bit more, but he did pretty good, actually. His extension is really nice. His frame is nice, and they were very on people about their shoulders, but I'm thinking, girl, it is week one. You need to adjust your expectations, judges, a little bit. Come on. But yeah, I thought he did good though. I thought he did better than I was planning. Who did worse than I was planning was Nick Lachey. He was just okay. He wasn't amazing, but he was all right. Right? So now let's get to the people that knocked my socks off. We're going to start. Oh wait, no. Okay, wait. I got to talk about Barbara Corcoran real quick. She was another one that, she's not going to win the show, but she's doing great. She's the shark, the female shark on Shark Tank. Well, not the young one. She's the older one. And apparently she likes her some chocolate because she wanted Keo. She's like, I'm all about Keo. And she got Keo, and all during rehearsal, she's like, I'm going to put my hands all over you. Like she's a little forward. And you know what? God bless her. Good for her. She was having a blast. She was having a good time. That's great. I think that's wonderful. Okay, so now let's talk about the people that did incredible. Vanessa Lachey, Nick's wife, kicked ass. She did really good. Really good. Like way better than Nick. Way better. She was really good. And she's with Max. So now, how long is that going to last? Who knows? Because Max has a tendency to make his partners cry, except for Meryl. Meryl was the only one he didn't make cry, and that was the only one he's won with. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. So I got to give them major props. They did a really good job. The second one that did really well. Okay, I think his name is Jordan something. I don't remember his name either. But he's definitely in the dancing for relevancy portion of the show, because I don't know who the hell he is. And you know me, I've got a big pop culture brain, right? I don't know who he is. Apparently he was on some Disney Channel program, and he was also on in Hamilton on Broadway. So okay, this is what I don't understand. First of all, Broadway performers never get any the props that they deserve. The Broadway performers are the fiercest performers there are, way better than movie actors and television actors. And this is why, because those wonderful performances like that you see that win Oscars and do things like that, they do that one time, or maybe 13 times in one day or whatever, right? Broadway performers sing, dance, and act 6 times a week. So I give them, that is where all the talent is. Incredible. They are incredible. So it is, to me, and not just Broadway performers, but theme park performers do the same thing as well. Sometimes for even more shows. So I give the theme park performers props as well. Okay, so, yeah, so he did great also. He did wonderful, amazing, but he's a Broadway performer. Like the big hit musical that everyone's talking about. I'm just like, That's kind of like that is like, there have been times when it's like, okay, he's a ringer, like she's a ringer, and sometimes the ringers don't always work out. Heather Morris last season. So yeah, we'll see how that works, but he did really good. He did almost made it. He did very well this past season. I mean, this past show, this episode 1. He did really good. So we'll see how that works out. And the other one, and this one is going to surprise everyone because it surprised me how good he was. Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle. He did really good. I was shocked. I was like, okay, Frankie, damn, all right. He did really well. And the best part about him is that he has a really good attitude about the show. He's very self-conscious. And he's like, I'm really nervous. Every time she gives me a compliment, it makes me nervous. And I mean, it's kind of cute. It's really cute. And also, because in addition to playing Malcolm, he also plays Agent Cody Banks. And that's how Whitney, his partner, knows him. She's like, oh my God, Agent Cody Banks. And she's like, you don't get mad when I call you that, do you? He goes, I don't get mad when people associate with me with my characters. That's great that I've touched someone enough that they remember a character that I've played. It's wonderful. And she's like, oh, good, because everyone else I know hates that. They're like, don't ever call me Carlton. So, which was a total dig on Alfonso Ribeiro, who was there in the audience that night. That was pretty fierce, actually. So yeah, it'll at least be a good season. I'll be curious to see how it plays out. So I do want to say thank you so much to everyone out there for logging on today. Feel free to log in again next week. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. If I was watching the show live, I would do a better job of tweeting the show. Yeah, but I can't guarantee that I will because my travel schedule the next 3 weeks is just out of control. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, you can hashtag Dancing for Relevancy or DWTS to talk Dancing with the Stars with me. Or you can also hashtag Below Deck to talk Below Deck, because that's what I'm talking next. And that show is just the gift that keeps on giving. And you can also hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. All right, everyone, have a wonderful night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.